Biology, the cell theory. What is biology? Biology is a natural science in which you study living organisms and life. Fields of study include such topics as the structure, the function, the growth, the distribution, evolution, and other parts of all living organisms. We can say then that biology is the study of all living organisms and how they interact with their environment. Now, what are the characteristics of living things? Number one, living organisms are made up of cells. You can have simple unicellular organisms such as the amoeba or multicellular organisms such as mammals. The second characteristic, living organisms try to maintain a constant internal environment. We all know that when we get cold, we start to shiver, and if it's very hot, we start to sweat. These are examples of how we, as humans, try to maintain a constant internal environment. The next characteristic, all living organisms reproduce. Organisms produce new organisms like themselves. The last characteristic, living organisms obtain and use energy to power such activities as movement and growth, as well as many others. Animals, such as ourselves, obtain energy by eating other organisms, whereas plants obtain energy from light if they contain chlorophyll. Robert Hooke was one of the first scientists to begin to study cell structures and functions. He discovered cells in 1655. Then we have Matthias Schleiden. In 1838, he concluded that all plants are made of cells. Theodor Schwann, in 1839, concluded that animal tissues were also made of cells. The cell theory continued. Schleiden and Schwann stated the following scientific law. All living things are composed of one or more cells. This is statement number 1. Cells are the basic structural and functional units of life. Statement number 2. Rudolf Virchow, while conducting extensive studies on the causes of human diseases, stated, all cells arise from the division of other cells. And this is number 3 of the cell theory. Cytology. Those scientists who specifically study cells are called cytologists, and the study of cells is called cytology. Microscopes are used to detect abnormalities in cells. This is very important for medicinal purposes in diagnosing cancer, fetal abnormalities, and infectious organisms. It's of great use to the medical world in maintaining our health. So what is the cell theory? All living things are made up of cells. Cells are the smallest unit of life. All cells come from pre-existing cells. What is the definition of a cell? A cell is the smallest unit of life, what all living things are made of.